Okay, hi everyone. Thanks for coming to join us. We try our best, but one of the problems that we face in Singapore is we are multicultural. So we take a bit here, we take a bit there. We can't really have a cultural costume, for example. We can't really have a cultural song. So we try our best. That was a National Day song, one of those songs that we just picked. As you see earlier, we had our performance wearing this cloth. There's a backstory to this cloth where we would like to explain the pain point that we have culturally. And so here's a clip of the video, and we can play it. Yeah.
Singapore is a nation of rich and vibrant cultures that intermingles and exist harmoniously together. Yet, we lack a single unifying identity that captures our multicultural essence. Throughout the year, individual cultures are celebrated separately, creating a fragmented national story where each culture is enjoyed on its own, rather than as part of a united identity. Even when representing Singapore internationally like the ASEAN Day, the chosen outfit to represent Singapore culturally often reflects the individual's cultural background, further emphasizing this divide.
We need a third space in our identity, besides our own identity, besides the common space. We can build a third space that is itself multicultural, where each of us feels that part of our identity in Singapore is based on all our cultures.
To address this, a unifying identity that reflects Singapore's multiculturalism is needed, one that represents all cultural narratives and captures the essence of the country's diverse community. Before we start creating a multicultural identity, we first need to look at traditional cultural identities. My journey hence began by visiting some of the cultural and heritage sites in Singapore. One of the first few places I went to was the Peranakan Museum. There, I learned about how two cultures can come together to form a new culture, which was Peranakan. This merging produced a distinct cultural identity featuring unique cuisine, vibrant attire, and intricate decorative arts. The seamless integration highlights the beauty and adaptability that can emerge from cultural intermingling. I also went to the Singapore Chinese Cultural Centre, where I got to discover our Chinese heritage and how it grew with the other cultures. These cultural differences further enhanced and manifested itself through the various forms of art that were shown at the Cultural Centre. From these visits, I narrowed down my search to motif design, which led me to discover books that archives the various motifs of our cultures. There are many ways to design cultural motifs. However, the tools of the past were heavily influenced by the various regions in Asia. I needed a new tool to weave the multicultural motif. This tool had to be unrestricted by physical or cultural barriers. Therefore, I chose to use AI for this project. AI allows the merging of distinct elements into a seamless design. However, merely prompting multicultural motif is insufficient due to the inherent Western bias in online libraries and AI models. To achieve truly multicultural designs, a more refined approach is necessary. The next solution was to train our very own multicultural motif AI using Stable Diffusion. The motifs from the books were scanned at high resolution and cropped cleanly after careful selection for the training model. 3D images and illustrations containing characters were excluded to ensure consistent data types in the library. 50 distinct images were selected for each culture for the development of 3 cultural AI models. To better train these data sets, we implemented image tagging for each of the images so that the model is able to understand better. After training, the 3 AI models were able to generate motif design unique to their respective cultures. First, the 3 databases are put together into one mega database. Then, I extracted 3 LoRa from each culture's AI model. This LoRa were layered onto the base model so that the AI is able to better distinguish the 3 different cultures. Lastly, I fine-tuned the model by iterating and tweaking the various settings to find the right balance of cultures in the outputs. With this harmonious integration, a final multicultural motif AI was created, and I started to churn out a new set of multicultural motifs. Introducing Tapestree, our motif-infused fabric design that celebrates our shared multicultural identity. Our journey began with the traditional motif of our rich individual cultures, evolving through a blend of artificial intelligence and the modern contemporary touch of our designers. With Tapestree, the third space is no longer just an idea. It is a visible, vibrant reality woven into the fabric of everyday life, symbolizing a future where all cultures not only coexist but thrive together.
So basically, we were just trying to explain the backstory, and this is not actually done by our team, but by a ground-up that was supporting our team when they have heard of our pain point. And one last slide that I like to bring up is on this note, because we have a cohort and it's important that we have some form of cohortness, we have also taken the initiative to purchase this domain, which is ASEANday.com, and we believe that this day is under-celebrated throughout ASEAN. And so our offer to all our participants here is, let's do something. If you have an idea, whether it's tech-based, physical-based, design-based, this domain is yours for you to reimagine what ASEAN Day is, and we hope that we can celebrate it every year, virtually and physically. Thank you. Thank you.
I love that you brought the domain name. We are celebrating the 8th of August together. So nice. It's a good platform for us to showcase your ideas and maybe the future projects for us all. So once again, thank you.